Off. Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Todd, Rowland, generally coming to you from the panhandle of Florida, but we had a big ARIIX event and training down in Tampa, Florida this weekend. New group started down there. I saw Ronnie on here. He made the trip over Mississippi to be at that event. Got some new good leadership in the area, and some of my family drove down with me, and we are headed back to the Panhandle this morning. So I'm at a rest area just south of the University of Florida in Gainesville, Florida. And that's the great thing about what we're going to be sharing with you this morning is that this is a business that gives you life on your own terms. We literally distribute products to the end consumer all around the world, and we get the advertising dollars and we get to help people transform their life from a health standpoint. And it allows all of us to kind of create our own lives. My oldest is 27. He works at a bank, and he likes his job, but we were eating dinner with him this weekend in Tampa, and he's just come to the realization that his mom and dad don't work. They don't have to be home on Monday morning, and they didn't have to be at a set place at a set time. We just kind of create our own life, and we want that for everybody. You're going to hear from all of our co-hosts this morning. Some have arrived. Anthony has already walked away from corporate America and let Apple pass his job along to somebody else so he could live life on his own terms. Tammy, who will be coming to us from Myrtle Beach, has stepped out as office manager of a mortgage company there in Myrtle Beach to be a stay-at-home mom. And then Vince and Val Green will be dropping out of their They'll be dropping out of their occupation as a criminal defense lawyer very, very soon. They are working on matching that income. I always kid the people like Vince and Val Green that they just got a higher income to match than the rest of us did. It takes them a little bit longer to get there. I was a high school football coach, and didn't take me but about a year, and I was already at least matching what I was making coaching football. So that being said, as people begin watching this, if you're here for the first time or you're watching this on YouTube, there's two things that we can address. One is sometimes you may just want to be a customer or a consumer because we can really change the health in the body. We can reduce inflammation. We can help you sleep better at night. We can give you more energy. We can help you lose weight. Tammy's going to go through the slideshow here. If you want to go ahead and start flipping, Tammy, and you're going to see some people here that have from a weight loss standpoint have already begun to change their life. And one of our co-hosts this morning is the first picture up, Vince Green. Unbelievable. I wish he had his before picture on here, but you can see his before pants, which is, Vince, it doesn't even really look real. But I've known you, and I've known both Vince. I knew Vince 85 pounds ago, and I know Vince today, and it's a real deal story. And you and Valerie have reset your life from a health standpoint, and now you've got goals to reset your life from a time, freedom, and financial standpoint. Would you guys mind sharing that with us this morning?
Thank you, Todd. And unmute myself. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Happy Monday morning to everybody. You know, Todd, financial health is so important. I was thinking about that this past week, and thank God I've never been one that got sick a lot, with flus and colds, but, every so often you run yourself down. And I started feeling a little punky this weekend, a little off center, a little tired. So what I was able to do is take advantage of our products and double up on our products, which are all natural, healthy products. And the beauty about it, I went to bed a little earlier last night than I normally would. And today I feel, 80, 90% better. And as we will say, we don't treat, diagnose, cure any diseases or anything. But I will tell you what, taking these products, your body knows what it needs. And I obviously gave my body sometime last week something it didn't need. I started to feel the effects from that. But the recovery time, at my age, it was beautiful. It took less than 24 hours to recover from something that, might have knocked younger people out for a few days. So health is everything. Without your health, you don't have anything. And so next, my wife and I are talking about our financial health, as you indicated. And it was interesting. I talked to Ant this morning, and someone asked him, how can he be on so many Zooms per week for his business? I said, it's interesting because, if someone were to ask me that, I had a court appearance this morning by Zoom, got a court appearance this afternoon by Zoom, 3 court appearances tomorrow, and maybe a jury trial on Wednesday. If I can take the time to do my traditional business of 5 or 6 court appearances this week, thank God a lot of them are by Zoom now, I can take the time to do my other business where it's going to allow my wife and I to be traveling together like you and your wife and do those type of things. My law partner is in South Haven this week, and he's taking that annual week trip with his family. Val and I are going to take a couple of days off and go over probably Thursday and Friday and hang out with them. But the beauty about that is, now, thank God my law practice allowed us the freedom to do those things occasionally. But once Val starts school again, we lose that freedom. And if I get called into court Thursday or Friday for whatever reason or get hired in a new case, again, I lose that freedom. So I want to be Todd Rowland and Ashley Rowland when I grow up. So if you're listening in on this, either live or on the replay, I want to tell you what, the products are phenomenal. The financial gifts will be phenomenal. And it's just that financial freedom we're looking for. And so I don't know if Val wants to add anything to that, but that's all I have today.
I know Val wants to add something.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to unmute, Val. Well, Val, if we'll come back to you in a bit if you're having some technical difficulty. But Vince's wife, Valerie, is in the education field. She's a school teacher there in Michigan, and they both, Vince has been a criminal defense lawyer his entire life. His dad was a lawyer. They're some of the tops in the world. But it doesn't matter what you get paid to defend somebody. Once that is over with, if you want money again, you got to go defend again. So it's always no matter what the dollar amount is for the time, it's still the trading time for money. So Vince is working very hard now on creating a residual income through a company that distributes products around the world so he can get his time freedom back. I was just with Kim down in Tampa. Kim had been on disability since she was a teenager, and she got on the product. She lost 80 pounds. She's now out of her normal lift chairs and different things she was having to get around in. She can navigate herself, but she's now built a really nice weekly income here that's allowed her to come off of disability and kind of create her own life. When I first met her, she had never been on an airplane, and she's flown to Utah twice this year. She just flew to Tampa and met us down here for her group that's taking off down here in this part of the country. So Tammy, another female from Myrtle Beach, who is also one of our co-hosts this morning. And I always say the same thing that allowed Kim to lose 80 pounds allowed Tammy to lose her last 10. And for women especially, the last 10 pounds can sometimes be the hardest to lose. But I think, Tammy, as much as the weight you lost, creating financial freedom and allowing your husband still works at a mortgage office or owns a mortgage office, but you no longer work there. You get to be the mama and create your own life now.
I do, Todd. And, as exciting as it was to lose the weight and fit in the smaller clothes, the energy and the youth and how I feel is even more exciting. I've never felt better. And I was able to walk away from the mortgage company. And even though my husband owns this mortgage company and was my boss, so to speak, I missed out on a lot of stuff because I was stuck here 40 hours a week. And so I missed out on field trips and class parties and a lot of stuff with my children, and the time freedom that I have now. It's a blessing. I wouldn't give it up for anything in this world. You cannot get back the time when it's lost. Yeah.
That you really can't. And that's for every stage of life, when your kids are at home and then they're gone. And I think Dr. Crystal Vance may not be able to be with us this morning, but she is a chiropractor by trade and had her own office. She lost, as you can see in that picture there, over 100 pounds, and she's now shut down her office to do this business full time too. She's normally with us. I think she's in traveling. Every time she gets on a Zoom, she's in a different state. There's Craig. He's a 200-pound weight loss story out in Colorado Springs. And as we get now in, let's go ahead and, Tammy, flip on over to the getting started page. The name of our company is called ARIIX. You'll see a picture of our corporate office there in the center of the screen. We're located in Salt Lake City. We've actually just left that office building and moved into one about 3 times as big because of the growth going on. We did a little over 200 million in revenue last year. This year, we're on pace to do over in excess of 500 million in revenue, with a prediction that we could possibly be $1 billion worldwide company in the next 24 months or less. We have offices in over 24 countries, and as you can see there on the slideshow, we're shipping products into over 70 countries now at this point. And, you know, it's a weird thing to say, especially if you're here with us for the first time or just watching this YouTube video for the first time, but you literally can get in the middle of people buying products all around the world, and you ask what kind of products, and the answer is basically everything out there that people are consuming that's healthy for them. We have a nutrition division, we have a weight loss division, we have an energy drink division, we have clean air and water, we have essential oils, we have 2 skincare divisions currently, with another skincare division launching in Dallas at our big convention coming up next month that I encourage everybody to be at. It's going to be absolutely outrageously good. It'll be in Anthony's backyard there in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We've got clean shampoos, conditioners, toothpaste, body washes, and I'm just going to tell you, there's at least 5 more divisions of products on deck ready to go live with us very soon. And Tammy, I know that for a mama, the big deal is the quality, and you've met a lot of these doctors, and our quality is just second to none.
You know, it is, Todd. I always tease that I'm thankful that I have these products because our daughters are teenagers now, and even though we don't take them to Chick-fil-A, they seem to drive themselves there every day. And being able to have something that fights inflammation that I can give them every day helps me sleep better at night. And Deanna has that no compromise philosophy where she's sourcing the best raw ingredients and then putting those ingredients in at a therapeutic dose. Just gives us really the best products that are available to buy. So why wouldn't we buy them?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And by the way, on the chat box, I saw Susan asking if there was a roommate available for Dallas. There's always people looking. So I would go to ARIIX Nation, the Facebook group, and then MOA Challenge, the Facebook group. Anybody that's looking, and y'all can kind of find different possibilities there. Just kind of put that post out there. I know every convention we have, that always happens. And that would be a great spot to put that question out there. I don't know if there might be somebody on a Zoom this morning, but for sure in those big groups there will be. Well,
Todd, I bet Mary Ann Rickers is looking for a roommate.
Oh, perfect. So why don't you get Susan's number on the chat and connect those two? That'd be fantastic.
Sure will.
Okay. So, you know, when a person begins their journey with us, basically we want them to transform their health and transform their finances. And we have several different transformation packs, or what some of us call experience packs, to choose from, whether it be a couple things of the nutrition, whether it's the energy drinks, whether it's the Lemu Original, which is a Fuquotan seaweed. This particular transformation pack has 3 of our top-selling products around the world. The first is called MOA. I was joking about this, but it's very much the truth. If there's anybody on planet Earth that should have the virus, it should be me, because I very seldom wear a mask. I fly almost 2 to 3 times per week. I'm in a different city at least every other day, coast to coast. And I've never even had a sniffle. And I know one of the reasons why is because I'm always protecting myself by boosting my immune system with 36 of the world's best superfoods that is in the MOA. The other great thing about this 36 superfood drink is that it's got 11, besides boosting your immune system, it's got 11 superfoods that reduce inflammation. And it's the reason I drink 2 to 3 every day, because at 50 years old, trying to stay active, things hurt. Anybody that's aging knows that. That's the first sign that things aren't the way they used to be. And the MOA just kind of reduces all that. It brings all that inflammation down, and it makes you feel very, very youthful again. It's really good for hair growth, really good for your skin, really good for overall health, better eyesight. You can see the other things there that in clinical studies, those different superfoods have been shown to boost the cardiovascular system. They've been shown to boost the cognitive thinking, and one particular ingredient there, the acerola cherry, converts to melatonin when taken at night and helps to improve sleeping patterns. The second product, Tammy, I know is one of your favorites. It's called Rejuvenex, and it's a very, very healthy energy. Why don't you tell us a bit about it, Tammy, because I know you use it all the time.
I do, Todd. This product made the biggest difference in my life. I take 3 every single day for the last 7 years, and it gives me about 8 hours of very clean, sustained energy with mental focus. And prior to this, by 8 o'clock, I was exhausted, could not wait to rush through dinner time and homework with the kids so I could just crash. And now at 10 o'clock, you may find me doing laundry or maybe mopping the kitchen before I go to bed because I'm just not tired. But when I do go to bed, I go right to sleep. It's my favorite thing. And when we get low, I hide this in my purse until we have more on the way because I really don't want to go a day without it. It's amazing.
And then Anthony is with us this morning. Anthony had an experience while running Division I track in Louisiana with our liquid energy drinks, the Blue Frog 1 and Blue Frog 2, and now my personal favorite, the Burn, will be on the next page. But after his experience that he's going to share with us on recovery times using these energy drinks, he kind of discovered the business side of this and was able, he was a double degreed major coming out of college, very, very intelligent. I've been around Anthony now a number of times. Vince said it earlier about Anthony. Anthony has the one secret to creating wealth and network marketing down, and that is he plugs in. He's always here on every Zoom, always helping run them, a part of it. He's at the big events. Every event I go to, I see him there, and that's always a sign that somebody's about to get filthy rich in network marketing because it's all about getting the mind set and ready and understanding how to go pour into other people. But Anthony, couldn't be more proud of you. We all want to hear your story on the energy drinks and how that parlayed you into creating your own life with residual income.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Hoping everybody's having a great and blessed Monday so far. Yes, like Todd said, I got started with this one of our brands and opportunity in this network marketing industry about 9 years ago. Now it'll be 9 years in October. Wow, how time flies. But I was a college student, broke college student at that, but I went to school. I had a double degree. I ran track. And I remember one day I had some teammates of mine just ask me to come hear about something, just like you got invited to, catch this live, or you may be watching the recording. Somebody invited you to take a look. And so I was open. I was open to listening to what they had, and I had an open mind. And I remember telling my friends, my 2 track teammates, I said, hey, if half of what you're telling me is true about these products, that'll be a blessing for me and my family. And I also told them, I said, man, if half of this money that you're talking about I can consume, that would also be a blessing. They didn't know I was on my hands and knees praying, you guys. I was looking for something that could help me out financially, for me, more financially on my standpoint. But for the product standpoint, I used to watch my grandparents and my mom and all my family take all these different medications. Not saying these products going to cure, treat, diagnose, or anything of that nature, but I used to watch them do that. And I used to always want better for them. And that's why I was so excited about the product standpoint. But I got started, you guys. Never done anything like this. You show me something with computers or the internet technology, hey, I'll probably figure it out. I was a little 21-year-old kid. Just trying it out. I did it. I started consuming these products for myself. Like Todd said, they started helping me perform better on the track. At school, at practice, and then also when I practiced better, that led to me performing better at the track meets. Ended up PR in my last year in track. Just only thing differently I did was I was able to practice harder, but I also finished better. But also I started generating some extra income on the side by just telling my friends. I had some teammates say, hey, let me get some Blue Frogs. I had some family members say, hey, I want to get some of those products. I had 2 friends that joined me on the business standpoint, and they started sending me some checks in the mail. And that's when I really looked at it. I said, man, I just bought some products that cost me maybe about the cost of an iPhone. I bought the products, and they started generating income for me. In about 2.5 weeks, you guys, I made the money I bought for my products back. I kept sharing. About 2.5 months into it, I was making enough to cover my rent and all my bills as a college student. Not to make any income came, but that was what it was. I was just doing something on the side, in between classes, in between maybe going to work before while I had a 50-minute drive to go to my internship. I would do it like that. And then it allowed me to get more passionate about it. And I kept sharing and kept sharing. I graduated. And I remember graduating. I'm like, okay, well, I got these double degrees. Now I need the dream job that everybody told me about. Everybody know about the dream job, the dream getaway. And my dream job, you guys, was Apple. Like Todd said, I was looking for Apple to give me the car. I thought that was the golden ticket. It took them 3.5 years to even give me a call, you guys. 3.5 years to even give me the opportunity for the job. Well, I didn't really think about it like that until I sat down not too long ago and talked with a good friend about it. But if it wouldn't have been for this opportunity, I would have had to finish up school, come home, no disrespect to any job. But I didn't go to school and put myself in $100,000 worth of debt to go work anywhere. No Walmart, no Walgreens, no warehouse. I didn't do that. But this opportunity allowed me to just, still continue to pay my bills and everything of that nature. And then I got the job at Apple finally, you guys. Hey, I thought that was it. And it was just like any other job. They told me when I had to be at work. They told me when I can get off. They even told me when I can go to lunch or take a break. And it was a big deal. When you work for yourself, you really get to see like, wow, I got a lot more freedom than that. But then life hits, you guys. I believe everybody has life hit. Life hit. My grandmother had a stroke out of nowhere, you guys. It hit me hard because my grandmother did everything she possibly can for everybody in the family to make sure we would go off to school, to inspire us to get the job, whatever it was. She always did everything. And I remember in a group text we had for the family, it was family and close friends of the family. And I was watching people argue in the group text about who was going to take off to help out grandmother. Somebody who's done everything for everybody. But the reason why they were pretty much arguing, you guys, is because nobody had the time or the money to do so. They had to go to work to still pay their bills. They had to go to work to still make things happen. And so when I was looking at it, I'm looking at my bank account and everything. I'm like, well, hey, I can afford to take off. I say, hey, y'all don't worry about it no more. Stop all the arguing. I'll call my job. I ask for 2-3 weeks and I'll take care of grandmother and she'll be all right. And I remember calling my job, you guys, and they told me no. It took me about 5 minutes, no exaggeration. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put my 2 weeks notice in because at that moment, I never wanted to be told what I couldn't and could not do to help out somebody in need, family member or close friend. I always wanted to be that person with the helping hand. And, that's my transformation and my testimonial with it. But what I'm really more excited about, I think I'm more excited today than I was 9 years ago. And that's just because where we are with this company. And Todd's going to explain that, but I highly recommend that you pay attention to the rest and also get back with your friend that invited you because this is where it's the right place at the right time, you guys.
It is, Anthony. And, since the Blue Frog 1 and Blue Frog 2 you originally started on, they've added now a burn that's got collagen protein and an energy blend too that I think it depends. Some people like the Blue Frog 1 and 2 better. I love the burn better. It doesn't matter. Find which one you love the best. And the burn is a great meal replacement shake, and it goes right along with our final product of the transformation pack, which are the homeopathic, all-natural, doctor-approved weight loss drops that just work. I was with a lady this weekend in Tampa named Lorraine. She's dropped 70 pounds. Her husband's dropped 40. They're sponsors. Kim has dropped 70 pounds. Her husband's dropped 30. Their sponsor, Jerry Halsey's family, lost 300 pounds, and I could just keep on going up the line. It goes underneath your tongue before your 3 biggest meals. It comes with a direction booklet. I'm not going to get into all the do's and don'ts on it today, but we'll do individual trainings, and if weight loss is a goal of yours, there's no better product on planet Earth. We've got all kind of things that can go along with it, from green drinks to plant-based meal replacement shakes. Actually, Cynthia, I need a new picture. Cynthia just went over the 100-pound mark, but she sponsored a girl that I met for the first time Thursday night named Ashley, and Ashley's down 60 pounds. This is a girl now, not a guy, but Anthony's now down. I mean, Ashley, who Cynthia's coaching now is down 60 pounds in 90 days. Vern is a great transition into the getting started part from a business standpoint, because Vern not only lost 70 pounds, but he parlayed that from working at Best Buy and Baskin Robbins into the same thing Anthony did, that he parlayed that into creating his own home-based business and building a worldwide international distribution network that he gets an override commission on. And if you want to do that too, the getting started process is very, very simple. You just choose a pack, whether it be the experience pack or the transformation pack, whichever one makes sense to you. And once you choose that pack, that's going to trigger all your business stuff. It's about $400 for the pack. After shipping and tax, can be slightly more depending on your state, depending on how high your shipping and tax is. The actual pack's about $370 before those two things are added in. Once you get your pack, man, you've got a 30% discount to go and buy products for the rest of your life. And you've got the 2X membership, which doubles your pay for life. The last piece of the equation would be you'll just want to turn your auto ship on. I always encourage people to do that on day one, because if you do, you'll get all your reward dollars banked, where you can get even more discounted products, some discounted travel, all kind of great things. But that's 100 volume points, or generally equivalent to about $150 worth of product. You can see 3 examples. It can be any product combination of your choice, and it can be switched out every month, or you can even switch it every day make your mind up before it ships on that 4th Friday every week. But that auto ship qualifies your business. And now going back, if you're still with us, Vince, I know you're trying to navigate courtrooms and network marketing simultaneously, but Vince, on a $400 business, and I think maybe you and Val eventually, or maybe even came in with the ultimate, or I know you're upgraded to it, but there's some bigger packs with more discounted product that get you a few extra business stuff. But even if you came in with the biggest pack, as Vince and Val did, and spent $2,000 on product, Vince, the possibilities that gives you over and on top of a 30-year career and with a law degree it's really hard to believe that you can get the same thing from a $2,000 pack of products, isn't it?
It's unbelievable, Todd. To think you can imagine 4 years of college, which I went out of state, 3 years of law school, and then opening up a practice costs a little bit more than $2,000. I could say, a lot more than that. But the cost benefit analysis, when I look at what the future holds with that minor investment, it really is. Whether people come in with a $400 pack or $2,000 pack, it's really a minor investment when you look at, and again, Ant and I were talking about this earlier today, about, to open up a franchise like a Starbucks or McDonald's or something like that, where you're going to be working 24/7. And guess what? If your employees don't show up, guess who has to show up? So and to do this like this, to be able to introduce the business to people, it's so much more enjoyable. And my blood pressure, we took my blood pressure down anyway because of weight loss, but it's probably even lower now because this is so nice when we can introduce this to people and show them how they can get not only healthy financially, but also their wellness too. So it's phenomenal.
And Tammy, we'll let you close this out, but there's something to be said to have your income based upon transforming other people's lives from a health standpoint and a financial standpoint. The more you transform, the more you get to make.
Absolutely, Todd. And I think that we're all born with the desire to just help other people. And so what a blessing to be able to make money while you're helping people. And with our House of Brands, I honestly believe that this is the right business for all people, because you're going to find something in our House of Brands that you're already spending money on. So why not just redirect that spending, buy it from yourself, and, start earning income on it. I'll use this as an example as we close. My husband's mortgage company got some water damage and found out there's black mold in here. And so they had to have a company come in and clean. And so now he's like, I've got to do something about this. Black mold could be really dangerous for all of us. And so they decided they needed something in here to clean the air. Well, what do I have in my House of Brands? One of the best air cleaner systems that you can buy. And so instead of some other company getting that profit, I get it because they came and bought it from my website. And so right place, right time, right people. Even though all of us are not connected financially. We work together. We're a family. And so you're going to be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You're going to have a lot of help. And so join us. We're ready to meet you and get excited and hopefully have your transformation on here soon. Turn it back to you, Todd.
Anthony, Vince, Valerie, Tammy, appreciate you guys. Love my Monday mornings with you. Everybody have a blessed week, and everybody go out and build their future.